Hello students, welcome back to our social session. In first chapter, as we have learned about latitudes and longitudes, grid system, prime meridian, international date line. So I hope all the doubts are clear now. Let's move towards our second chapter, and that is temperature zones. Now, to understand the concept of temperature zones, you need to understand the word temperature, right? So, what do you mean by temperature? So, for that, I would like to share one video with you to understand climate, weather, altitude, latitude, and everything. So, let's watch this video. So, we'll come to know what is the meaning of this chapter. So, here I am going to share one screen with you and one video. Just watch it carefully and listen it carefully.
Factors affecting climate. Different places in the world have different type of climate. Some places have hot climate while others have cold climate. Climate is the average weather conditions of a place recorded for a long period of time, generally for 30 years. The climate of a place affects the type of plants and animals found in that place. It also affects the food people eat, the clothes they wear, and the way they live. Let us read about the factors which affect the climate of a place. Altitude, latitude, distance from the sea, humidity, and wind are some factors which affect the climate of a place. Some people visit hill stations in summer because they are cooler. This is because hill stations are situated at a higher altitude. Altitude, or the height above sea level, affects the climate of a place. As the altitude increases, the temperature decreases. Hence, it becomes cooler as we move from the plains to hilly areas. Sometimes the plains may have very hot climate, but a nearby mountain may have snow-covered peak. For example, the peak of Mount Fuji in Japan remains covered with snow even in the summer season. This is because its peak is at a high altitude. Besides altitude, the latitude of a place also affects its climate. Places situated near the equator receive direct rays of the sun. Therefore, the climate of places in the equatorial region is very hot and humid. On the other hand, the places located at high latitudes far from the equator receive slanting rays of the sun. The slanting rays travel for a longer distance and spread out over a larger area. Therefore, the heat from the sun's rays is spread over a larger area. As we move towards the poles, the rays of the sun become more slanting and the amount of heat received is less. This can be understood with the help of a simple experiment. Make a round hole in a cardboard box and hold the cardboard box in front of a wall. Then, with the help of a torch, shine light through the hole. You will notice that the light is concentrated in one area. Now remove the cardboard box and shine the torch on the wall. You will notice that the light gets scattered over a large area. However, the concentration of light is maximum at the center. The sun is exactly like the shining torch. Distance from the sea or ocean also affects the climate of a place. Places situated closer to the sea or ocean have moderate climate during summer and winter. On the other hand, places which are situated far away from the sea or ocean are cold in winter and hot in summer. This is due to the land and sea breezes which keep the coastal regions cool. Let us understand how land and sea breezes affect the climate of a place. During daytime, land heats up faster and warms the air above. The warm air rises up and makes way for the cool breeze blowing over the sea. This is known as sea breeze. However, at night, the sea remains warm because it loses heat slowly as compared to land. The air above the sea is warm and it rises up, making way for the cool breeze blowing from the land. This is called land breeze. Another factor that affects weather is humidity. The amount of water vapor or moisture present in the air is called humidity. Humid air often causes rainfall. Places near the equator are hot and humid, therefore they receive a lot of rainfall. Places situated in desert regions receive little or no rainfall. This is because the air that blows over deserts is dry. Wind also affects the climate of a place depending on its place of origin. Winds which blow from the sea towards land often bring rainfall to coastal areas. For example, monsoon winds blow over the Arabian Sea and bring rainfall to India. Similarly, warm winds increase the temperature of a place. For example, during summer, hot and dry winds called Lu blow over most parts of northern India. Lu is one of the factors which increases the temperature of many places in summer. Let us recall what we have just learned. Climate is the average weather conditions of a place calculated over a long period of time. There are several factors which affect the climate of a place: altitude, latitude, distance from the sea, humidity, and wind affect the climate of a place.
So, okay students, I hope that this video will be helpful to you to understand the concept of climate, factor affecting climate, okay, altitude, latitude, distance from the equator and everything. So, I would like to give you one experiment. As you have seen in this video, that girl has used one cardboard and one torch to do that experiment. So if possible at your home also just have one cardboard and one torch and do that activity. Okay, do that experiment so it will be more easier for you to understand the concept of temperature zones. Fine, so I hope you will go through that. Thank you so much. Have a good day.